So I had a recent discovery, and it was something I had to address myself. I do not accept apologies anymore.
Huh.
Unless it comes with some work.
Okay.
You know, like, you get that phone call from an old friend. Or, hell, somebody you used to date in the past. Did you wrong? Let's say that for an example. Hey, you got a second? Can we talk? Sure, what's up? Hey, I just want to say I'm sorry for how I handled our relationship in the past. My responsibility. What does that come with? What do you mean? What does it come with?
Right.
Like, you're apologizing, but I know where you're going with this. Well, I just think, I feel bad, and I just want to go ahead and apologize for it. Does that mean like you're doing better towards me in the future? Or does that mean you're just apologizing just to say, hey, I fucked up? Mm-hmm. If you're calling me to just say I fucked up in the past, but I don't plan on doing anything towards you to rectify that situation, suck my dick from the back.
Wait, so someone can't...
No.
What?
Absolutely not.
Why?
You need to come with some kind of this is calling. Here's the difference that I've realized. If you fuck up in the past and you call somebody to apologize to them, and that's it, that's supposed to be the underlying factor. You're not doing that for them. You're doing it for yourself.
Oh,
You have a chip on your shoulder and you're trying to get it off.
Right.
If you call me and say, hey, I fucked up, I'm gonna do right by you in the future. That's the redemption process. My forgiveness is out there in the wind.
So, question then: do you not think that apologizing, just simply
No,
apologizing,
absolutely
can't
fucking not.
only alleviate just the person who's apologizing, but the person
That's
apologizing
a personal issue. You have that in yourself. You would have saved me time by not fucking calling me if you just wanted to apologize and not rectify the situation.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that makes the most sense though. Like that's like
That's the energy.
Yeah.
Don't fucking, if you're not trying to fix a mistake in the past by doing better in the future towards the person that you fucked over in the past, don't fucking call me.
that.
Public service announcement. Non-existent biological father. My fucking phone number has been the same since I was in 6th grade. You can always call me. If you want to apologize, by all means.
So is
hold on, wait.
Well, go ahead.
You can always call me. If you want to apologize for not being a better father figure and say, I'm going to attempt to be a better father figure to you in the future, I'll accept your apology. If you call me and tell me I was not the best father and I'm going to do better by treating my other son better, kiss my ass. Exes. You know I love all y'all. Shout out my exes. You know I love all y'all. Always have an open line. Some of you have screwed me in the past. You want to call me and apologize. And be a better friend. You don't have to be a better girlfriend because I never take most of you bitches back.
Jesus.
I mean, any. If you want to call me and apologize for not being a better girlfriend and be a better friend in the future, I'm all for it. We can have that conversation. If you just want to call me and say I'm sorry, but I'm going to do better by treating my next boyfriend better, suck my dick. Like, that's the energy. If you're going to apologize to me, there needs to be some kind of, like, you need to be seeking a certain kind of redemption. Because I do that now. I've told, like, I one of my homeboys I had a huge falling out with. We got to argue. Remember the, you can't talk about how to raise kids because you don't have kids?
Yeah.
That whole conversation. One of my homeboys that we had a falling out.
Yeah.
We had a falling out about it. And I don't want to say falling out, like, we just weren't on speaking terms for a while.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where I had to call him. I was like, I felt some type of way about that conversation. We had started talking again, and then I finally addressed it later.
Okay.
But I was like, hey, like, my bad. I should have addressed it. I still stand by a lot of what I said, but I should have addressed that conversation a lot better. So going forward, my bad, and I will do better to make sure I don't make that same mistake again. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm looking for. You just calling me to apologize is because you have a guilty conscience. If you're not trying to rectify
see, and I think it's very circumstantial to what you're saying, because what I was going to ask you
Everything
was,
is
is that no, hold up. is your stance on that like a blanket statement no matter what it is? Because there are some issues that I feel like maybe it would be good, like you talked about, like a parental relationship. Something like that. If you just say sorry, but then there's no like, okay, so what's gonna happen now, and you're just saying it to say it.
Name one situation where you can say sorry and not have to do better in the future.
You don't have to do better, but
Name one situation where you can say sorry and not have to do better in the future.
No, okay.
So it's not circumstantial.
Well, no, because
What do you want from me?
Well, no, because I think some situations hit a little harder than others,
Mm-hmm.
and there are certain situations in which a simple sorry, not necessarily meaning you have to do anything, will suffice. To me,
I understand both.
I get
both
what he's
points.
saying.
you know what I'm saying.
But-
It just depends on the gravity of what's going on.
I think all the thing that changes is the scaling of how much you need to seek that redemption.
right.
I think if you do something minuscule, then sure, you are sorry and like, hey, I missed our, I scheduled something with you and I missed it. I'm gonna make it up for you one time. That's it. Something like that. If then you get into my non-existent biological father, you get into that. Okay, it's one date isn't gonna make that up. You got to do something progressive. It's got to be over time. You have to make up for several amounts of years. So I think only the progression scale for how much you have to make up changes depending on the situation. But it's always something you need to do to redeem that matter.
I also do think, though, there is a value to be said for just saying sorry, even if that person doesn't change their behavior.
I think the problem is
Because
we're
I
putting
think-
too much value in sorry. Sorry is not good enough for me.
It depends on the situation, because, like I said, there are times where I've
Name
heard...
a situation in which a sorry is all you need and you don't need betterment.
No, I think if the person who did the wrong is saying sorry, that betterment does need to happen, but it doesn't always necessarily need to happen with the person they're saying sorry to.
Still waiting on my situation. I'm not letting you niggas come on my podcast and give me, well, it's circumstantial and not have an actual circumstantial argument.
You know what?
Shout out Sweats and Leggings Podcast.
You know what? They can, like, if they say sorry for, like, something, like, super small, be like, all right, cool. But if they're apologizing, I'd rather hear, oh, I apologize for such and such. That's where that would come into what you were saying, Nelson, would come into play.
Your terminology on the sorry or apology process is irrelevant to me. What are you doing to rectify that situation?
Yeah.
That's my only issue. I've given too many people passes where they come in with a sorry and then you go and do the same shit in the future, which is fine. People fuck up. I got that. But I need to know that you're making a conscious effort to do better.
Okay.
So when you sit there and you're trying to ask for my forgiveness, before I even give it to you, I need to know what your conscious your conscious contribution is to how you're going to rectify that situation. If you say, "Hey, I'm sorry and I'm going to try to do better," I can give you my forgiveness knowing you might fuck up in a week. But the fact that you're pointing out that there is something you need to fix, there is something that you need to rectify, is what will get my apology. You just saying sorry and saying, I don't plan on doing anything better to you, even though I fucked you over, hold my dead. I can't give out apologies anymore. Or I can't give out...
you can't accept apologies.
I can't accept apologies
anymore. Okay.
I can't just accept random apologies. Because
Right.
people aren't... They're doing it from a selfish place. You didn't call me for me.
Yeah.
You're not talking to me for me. You're talking to me because you feel guilty. You sat there and you thought about what you did and you was like, man, this would just make my life so much easier if I just apologize. But what makes my life easier? You might as well just say, I'm sorry to that person. In your fucking head. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, my issue is when you call somebody to apologize and you're not trying to rectify the situation, you're doing that for a selfish reason inside your own head that you could have kept inside your own head. I'm sorry to that person. But if you're going to waste my time by calling me and not do anything better in the future, I have an issue with you.
So even if that doesn't, so essentially, if it doesn't benefit you, you don't want to hear someone say sorry.
I don't want, yes, correct. If it doesn't, no, because that sounds, you
That's
worded
what
that
you're saying,
asshole-ish.
bro.
Like, you
That's
worded
what
that
you're
really
saying.
asshole-ish. No, if you're not trying to do better better to me, don't apologize to me. It's not about a benefit. It's not like, oh, what can I get out of this? That's not the circumstance. What are you doing to redeem this relationship?
Right. In terms of relationship between whoever's apologizing to you.
Correct.
Right? Meaning, how is this going to benefit you in the future?
When you say that, it sounds so selfish.
It's
Either way, I
It's
think
true,
either way,
bruh.
it is selfish, though.
I mean, I just.
But you not trying to rectify the situation and do better by me is that not selfish on their end?
I mean, I think the fact that they're admitting that they were wrong, just in general, is
It's a selfish aspect because you're only doing it for you. Let me put it like this: if you're apologizing and I don't look at a situation or I don't force you to rectify it, then. Or if you're apologizing and I'm saying, well, how are you going to do better by me? Sure. We could look at that as what am I benefiting from? Mm-hmm. But you're benefiting from the apology. So it's a win-win.
So this is where I think we differ. I think that there's a benefit to both sides, whether someone's willing to rectify the situation or not. I do. Because I think that when someone can step to the table and apologize, I think that a guard comes down in both individuals. Now, whether that guard comes down in a way that's significant depends on the situation. But if someone apologized to me in a way that they wronged me, I don't then put the responsibility on them to correct something. It's like, to me, it's like, okay, you know what? You apologized. Mm-hmm. And I fuck with that. I can respect that. And honestly, me knowing you did that gives me a little more empathy for you, and it helps me bring closure to a specific situation. Mm-hmm. Is how I look at it.
I'll argue only that because you can say sorry all day, but if you don't understand what you did wrong, you're going to make the same mistake again.
Yeah, I mean, no, I agree with that.
I need you to understand what you did wrong. And most people say sorry because I've noticed that you felt a type of way about what I did to you in the past. So I'm going to say sorry for that. But I don't really know what I did.
Well, see, that's different because then that's not being genuine, essentially.
Yeah.
That's just saying sorry because you got you're not really
That's
sorry.
what people are doing. I need you to understand. No,
I'm talking about a genuine apology here. So you're talking about an apology where somebody ain't really apologizing. Where they hit you with the...
You're not the scaler for, like, what a genuine apology is.
Well, no, but I feel like you can tell, though. Can you not?
Yeah.
Not with everybody, and not in certain circumstances.
Because it'd be like those situations where someone's like, oh, well, I'm sorry that's how you felt.
You're like, I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? You're like apologizing, but you're not. You're just saying...
Oh, yeah, anytime somebody says... Shout out my fucking exes. Like, anytime a woman says, or anybody.
Like, those kind of
say,
apologies?
Like, I'm sorry how I made you feel. But I'm not sorry for what I did.
Yeah, see, you see what I'm saying? But those kind of apologies sound like the ones you're talking about. So maybe those are the apologies your ass been getting, because that's what...
Oh, my God.
Like, but I'm talking about genuine apology. You're talking about shit like that.
No, because the same with maybe.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I think that's the case. I really do think that's the case.
It might be the case.
Yeah, man. You got some shit.
I got some shit apologies.
You got some shitty people in your life, bro. Yeah. You shouldn't be going through that, dog.
Yeah. Shout out mac and cheese.
That's one person that needs to apologize, if anything.
Mac and cheese?
Yeah. It's a person.
I want to ask a question, but I don't know if I should.
Tune in episode 56 of the Sins And Woes Podcast, patreon.com/YCC Entertainment if you want to know what I had to say about mac and cheese. If you're mac and cheese, I have some things to say about you. Shout out Brandon Moore. Shout out Comedy Coke and Threesomes. Tune in episode 56. Yeah.
Shit.
Maybe I'm just dealing with shitty ass people.
Yeah,
Can I do a new Silver of the Week?
No. Nope. It's too late now.
I'm glad we got to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just surround myself with shitty people. All right.
Because essentially, y'all were saying the same thing.
If you're a good person, if you've done me wrong in the past, I'll let you slide with an apology.
Yeah, look, see?
So if I tell you your apology isn't good enough and you need to do better by that means you're a shit person, which is all of my exes and my non-existent biological father.
Shout out to the growth in this young black man.
Shout out mental illness. Shout out mental illness.